Hey, what's up? It's Kid from Kid Outdoors. I just wanted to make a short video real quick. I'm going to try to make it short. I'm going to try not to give a big freaking history lesson. But there's been several people on my social medias um, asking me about my Confederate flag and how come they never see me wearing or flying an American flag. And, well, I'm going to tell you. The only American flag that I have that I wear is on my Make America Great Again hat, which I wear this hat quite often because I'm a major Donald Trump supporter. I'm an ultra conservative. That's the only American flag I wear. Other than that, you see me wearing this hat or my other rebel flag hats. I have my third national flag here. Have my battle flag right here. And here's why. A lot of people want to say that this flag is racist and, it just represents a bunch of, white supremacy and, racism and all that BS. Okay. I'm trying not to make this a freaking history lesson, but the fact of the matter is, and this has been in words of Confederate soldiers, whether it was written or a lot of them back in the towards the end of their lives, like in the 40s and stuff, the veterans that fought in the Civil War, in their own words. Um, in the 40s, a lot of them made vinyl record recordings telling their stories, their accounts of their experiences in the war and stuff. And I've actually read some actual documentation of from Union soldiers as well. Um, Primarily, it was Southern soldiers, but for the most part, overall, it's been both. Um, the war was not over the extension or preservation of slavery. Okay, the war was over states' rights, and a lot of people have said, "Oh, yeah, states' right to own another person." To those people, yeah, this country was founded on a republic, and my personal opinion is this country was better off. But this country was founded on a republic, and the federal government had the least amount of power. The states had all the power, okay? And if you compare Old Glory, Stars and Stripes, to any of the flags of the Confederacy, specifically this one, because that's the one that's most popular, let's look at it. The American flag had invasion, treason, genocide, slave labor, slave trade, slave ships. Okay. This flag represented the armies of Northern Virginia. It was the battle flag that represented the armies of Northern Virginia, the Confederate Army, who was fighting to uphold the Constitution of the United States more than the United States was, because when the Civil War started, the first shot, as everybody knows, of the war was Fort Sumter, South Carolina. Now, the BS about it is, when war was declared, it was the Union Army that said, "Oh, the Confederate States fired upon Fort Sumter, which was occupied by the Federal Army, without provocation." That's bull. Why? Excuse me, I got a cold. Why is that BS? Because in the Constitution, it says that any state that secedes any military fortification belonging to that state, if occupied by a foreign power, and in this case, Fort Sumter belonged to South Carolina. South Carolina seceded. Fort Sumter was occupied by the Union Army. That fort is to be relinquished of its command by that foreign power and give back to the state in which it belonged to that seceded. So South Carolina secedes. Fort Sumter legally goes back to South Carolina. Union Army wouldn't give it up. The Constitution said we can take it, and we did. By God, we did. It's along the same lines as this. If I'm in my backyard and I'm tossing up a baseball and hitting it with a bat, just out there, just practicing some swings or something, and I hit the ball over the fence and it goes into my neighbor's yard. If I go ask my neighbor, can I go get my baseball? And he says no, well, that's my baseball. I'm going to hop over the fence and I'm going to get it. It's along the same lines. Fort Sumter belonged to South Carolina. South Carolina seceded, and the Union said, you're not getting it back. You're SOL. So we said, all right, Constitution says we can take it by whatever means necessary. We took it. We took it back. So that was the first shots of the war or whatever. But my point is, because like I said, I'm trying not to turn this into a big freaking history lesson. My point is, if you compare everything that happened under the American flag and what happened under this battle flag, the American flag is racist, okay? I love this country. I support our troops. I will not do anything to desecrate or disrespect the American flag. That is my country's flag. I'm an American by birth, and by God, I'm Southern by the grace of God. That's how I look at it. And if I see anybody burning the American flag or stepping on it or disrespecting it or whatever, yeah, I'll bait somebody's ass. Okay, don't get me wrong. But in my opinion, the American flag is the most disgraceful racial, piece of cloth, piece of rag that ever was. Okay? And that's that now and that's my opinion. And there's a reason they're called personal opinions, because they're my personal opinions. Okay, other people might share that opinion, and I actually know quite a few people that do. But that's another thing I wanted to touch on is, personal opinions. You ever heard that phrase, opinions are like assholes, everybody has one? Okay, well, the thing about it is, I'm not going to twist your arm to believe or see things the way I see them, like, oh, you have to believe this way, oh, you have to believe what I believe, you have to see things this way, whatever. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not shoving what I believe down other people's throats. Okay, that's what I don't like about March. March is Queer Pride Month. I hate March. I hate February. February is Black History Month. Okay, that's racist as hell because, Black History Month is great. As soon as April rolls around and it's Confederate Heritage Month, oh, that's racist and stuff, whatever. I love April because April's Confederate Heritage Month and everybody knows how I am. But, the whole queer pride thing is going on during March, and I hate March because of that. Because those are some of the SOBs that like to shove their BS down your throats. Could have made a gay joke right there, but I'm being nice. Anyway, I'm not trying to shove what I believe, what I truly believe, down any of y'all's throats. I'm just letting you know that that's why, because I've been asked about it several times on my social medias and stuff. Why don't I ever see you with an American flag? Why not? Because I think the American flag, when you compare it to this flag, which everybody thinks is racist and it's not, if you compare it to the American flag is truly a racist flag. So I won't wear it. And everybody tells me all the time, because I'm a white Southerner who's conservative and a Trump supporter and flies a Confederate flag, that I'm automatically racist. I'm here to tell you, I hate all y'all SOBs, okay? So y'all ain't special to me. So no, that's a joke. But my point is, the American flag to me is racist, and that's my opinion on it, and I won't wear it. I don't wear it. I don't fly it. My American flag is the Third National Confederate flag. That's my American flag. So, like I said, it's my personal belief, and I believe wholeheartedly in it. And that's the way I see things. I'm not going to twist y'all's arm to believe the way I do. If you do, great. If not, whatever. God gave us all free will. You're free to believe and do what you want. Don't shove your BS down my throats. I'm not, and like I said, I'm not going to shove it down your throat, and that's not what I'm doing now. I'm just letting you know that that's why, because I've been asked about it. So, that being said, I'm gonna cut it short before I get on a big old soapbox, you know. So anyway, it's Kid from Kid Outdoors. Y'all stay country. We'll see you.